So friends, in the first part we have discussed about assertiveness. Now we are going to do some activities. So these are the role plays, these are some conversations or dialogues. Okay, so I'm sure that all of you will participate in it. So when you participate in each activity, each dialogue or conversation, you need to refer these review questions. How did the various parties feel about the conversation? Suppose you and your colleague, you have a dialogue, you have some conversation. So, what are the feelings of both of you? How did the various parties that is, the people involved in communication or dialogue, how did the various parties feel about the conversation? Was the interaction assertive? If not, why not? So you have to analyze whether your interaction, your dialogue was assertive or not. How might the interaction have been more assertive if at all? How you can make your interaction, your dialogue more assertive? That is what you should think. Report out on questions and interesting observations. So you may pose some questions about the activities, the conversations, or you can come across some observations. You can do your own analysis and you can present some interesting observations. So after completion of each activity, you should refer these review questions and you should answer these review questions. So let's proceed with the first activity. So this is situation 1. Teammate B put extra effort into creating a great looking graph for your report. So imagine that you are working in a business company. So all these situations should be enacted. They are the case studies, they are the sample dialogues. So as if they are real dialogues or real conversations, you should enact it. And after performing this, you should send me your audio clip or you should send me your video clip by WhatsApp or by mail. I am sure that you will complete all these 4 activities. So, while performing in these situations, you have to imagine. You have complete imagination. You have your complete creativity. Okay. So use your creativity and participate very energetically in these activities. So you are working in a business company and you have one team member. And you may be having the role of team leader or team coordinator, and your team member has put some extra effort into creating a great looking graph. So you had the task of preparing a report, and for that report you are taking help of your team member, and your team member has taken some extra effort and has created a very good graph for your report. So now after completion of your particular report, what is your dialogue, what is your conversation between you as a team leader and your team member? So you have to enact this situation. Situation number 2. Your teammate or your team has gone out to celebrate the successful completion of your team literature review. While eating, you notice that teammate C has a piece of broccoli stuck between his or her teeth, which he or she seems unaware of. Now this is a team gathering. Try to understand this situation, and then you should have some team members with you, and then you should perform this role play. Your team, so it is a corporate team working in the corporate world. Your team has gone out to celebrate the successful completion of your team literature review. So your team was working on team literature review, a certain project, and you have successfully completed this project. After completion of this project, you have gone out to celebrate. Okay, you are having a dinner or lunch somewhere in a hotel, and while eating, you notice that one of your team members has a piece of broccoli. Broccoli means a kind of vegetable like cauliflower. Okay, so a piece or a large piece of broccoli stuck between his or her teeth. So while eating, you notice that your team member one team member has a piece of broccoli stuck between his or her teeth, which he or she seems unaware of. That team member does not know or is unfamiliar or unaware with the piece of broccoli stuck between his or her teeth. But you can see it, other people can see it, and it appears to be a bit odd situation. So now, what will you do? Will you inform your team member? How will you inform your team member? That is what you have to enact. Please enact this role play and send it to me. Situation 3. Now, it is your normal job to send an email to all of your team members after class, summarizing team decisions and reminding the team of agreed upon tasks. So, you are in a way team coordinator or team leader, and it is your normal job to send an email to all your team members after class, summarizing team decisions and reminding the team of agreed upon tasks. Today, however, you are scheduled to retake an algebra exam right after class. Request teammate B to write and send this email to the team on your behalf. Note, this is the second time you have made such a request. So, on your behalf, you want to request your team member to write and send this mail to the team on your behalf. And this is the second time you have made such a request. So how will you make that request? And what will be the reaction by your team member? Is the team member going to accept your request or not? So please enact this situation. Now situation 4. It is the 4th week of your team project and teammate B has been late to 3 prior class sessions, missing crucial instructional and work time. Once again, he or she walks in 30 minutes late today. Now this is a meeting going on. You and your team members, you have this meeting, and this one team member B, has come late for previous meetings also, and today even this fellow comes late by 30 minutes. Now, how will you handle this particular team member? Are you going to speak about the team member's behavior there in the meeting itself? How are you going to have dialogue with this particular team member? So please perform this role play and send me the video or audio. Okay friends, so I am sure that you will perform all these activities related to assertiveness. Thank you very much.